Alright, shit lips, it's Straybound pro tip time. Here are the things that the other YouTubers don't want to tell you about. The faster stab. Bring your sword out, push X and A. That's pretty slow. How can I make it faster? You can push A for a double slash, then stab. Much faster. It also works at the end of the combo. Amazing. Forward and back slash. Bring your axe out, walk and push X, back A. You can push X stationary, and back A. Push it twice, back A, and 3 times, back A. So anything you do with the X button with the axe, you can always do an evade slash to avoid getting hit. Example. Oh yeah. As opposed to dodge roll. Dodge roll does no damage. Next is dash attack. Put your weapon up, do a dash. Sword. Shit. So if your character, the reason I messed up is because I was still on the ground. I think I may have hit something over here. It's kind of funky. Don't rely on it too much. Next, the Wyvern slash pause. So you're going to bring out your sword. You're going to hold the left trigger, push X, and push X again, and stab. So what happens if the enemy's small, or you miscalculate and now it's moved right next to you? You can do a delay. It's the same exact thing, except you just wait to push it. Very, very useful. Also, if you happen to miss your initial slash, you can redirect it. Very nice. Next is Sharpen Faster. If you're a fan of using the little thing right here, you don't want to use it for sharpening, because if you push Y, you sheath your weapon, and if you push Y again, then you pull it out. There's a way to make this faster. Hurry up, you. You can use your wheel. What is the wheel? Well, it's this little doohickey right here. You can customize it in the pause menu. It's actually really useful, especially for doing this. Oh, I didn't have to sheath my weapon. Now I'm sharpening. Now I can get back in the fight faster. Next is the charging buff. Bring out your axe. You're going to do a triple swing with A. 1, 2, 3, rapidly push X, and you do a slam. So that makes a little, if you notice the gauge around the switch axe icon just turned orange. That means you're going to charge faster. Pro tip, axe does not charge that gauge. It has to be in sword mode. Another pro tip, when you're in sword mode, the gauge in the center of the switch axe icon goes down. Now, there's three things that you can do to charge this the fastest. One is going to be the A combo. That last hit is what's going to charge it the most. The other hits will charge a little bit, but not as much as the final hit. The next is going to be the Wyvern, or the Wyvern soaring slash. Go up in the air, and then down. The downward hit is going to charge it the most. And the third is going to be the stab, pew 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 pew, boom. Stab, pew 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 pew, boom. As you can probably guess, the boom is what charges it the most. Now, after you do that, it will automatically put you back into axe mode. Now, what happens if your gauge is below that little center line? You're going to switch out. Oh no, the icon changed. What happens if I try to bring it back into sword mode? Oh, I'm doing a weird reload animation thing. Huh, strange. So there's a way you can get past this. Let's wear out the gauge real quick. Let's do a bunch of knife attacks. Alright. So if you're fighting, you're not paying attention, you will end up losing your sword. That's an automatic animation. You cannot dodge out of it. You cannot avoid it unless you keep it charged. Now, if I were to hit the right trigger again, it'll do that reload animation. How do we stop that? We do a dash. Hey, now the meter's flashing green. It won't deplete whenever you use your sword for a few seconds, and you can switch into sword mode without reloading. Very useful. Now, you have to have your weapon out to do this. If you do a dash without your weapon out, the meter does not refill. Very useful information. Keeps you in the fight faster. Now, the combos that I use, I usually see a monster and I'm like, oh hey, this is a good chance to practice my peaceful protesting moves. 1, 2, 3, and slam. You get the buff. Get close to the monster. Slash. Do this combo. Boom. Do the sword and wyvern blade. And you're damn near filled. Hit it a couple more times. Do a quick stab. Here you rapidly press X. Discharge a lot of damage. Big boom. And at this point you notice it threw you back and you're back in axe mode. Now usually it's a lot lower than that depending on if you're actually in a fight. So it throws you back here. You would just do a dash toward them, recharge the gauge, hit them with the sword, and then stab them again to hop back on it. This is how you can maximize your damage and maximize getting stuck to the enemy and dealing all those beautiful numbers. Now, whenever you're stuck to the enemy, sometimes you'll take massive damage if they're still attacking. If you just don't push anything, it'll hop you off. It says to push up. I've noticed that you can push R, the right bumper. It'll kind of do the same thing. But yeah, if you're stuck on them and realize your health is going down, just bail. Get off that shit. Because it will kill you, throw you in the air, and then you will die. Nobody wants that. I don't want that. You don't want that. And that is my tutorial. Don't like, don't subscribe. Bye.